How the North made peace, kiss Nigeria goodbye. Really? Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back to Prospect Channels TV. Thank you for coming out here. If you're just joining us, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Northern Nigeria is not developing its human capital. It also does not have the time to do so anymore. Therefore, it is now ill-equipped to fit into either the knowledge-driven world of today or the new world of tomorrow. It needs at least 20 years to become significant in any way. But rather than wake up to this benumbing fact, there is this pursuit of the illusion of dominance. Meanwhile, the people of the region lack the skills for tomorrow, as majority of its youth lack everything that could make them part of a 21st century world. I think we are not doing ourselves much good, by the way. We are living, and by refusing to educate our children, we rather produce and send them to the streets to beg for what they will eat, neglecting their character and learning. The highly regarded elder statesman Ahmed Jodar, in attitude, North must change to develop. There is no way Reverend Ahmed Jodar could have attributed the spark of insecurity in the North to unemployment, as the former President Olusegun Obasanjo recently did, because he knew what proportion of Northern youth is actually employable. What is happening in the North today was foretold rather than at successive governments, state and federal, North dominated, preferred to treat crimes with levity, with no criminal over made to have his day in court as long as he was a Northerner. Now, the chicks have come home to roost. This piece, substantially an old article, details the beginning of banditry and other crimes which went unpunished in the North. It is aimed at correcting those lapses in the hope that sanity can still be restored. Lest the North safe. Okay. But more importantly, it should inform Northern leaders now pointing an accusing finger at President Bola Tinubu that the remaining 4 points directly at them is a story of how absence of government and preferential treatment of Northern offenders by the federal security agencies, especially the police, enabling killing and kidnapping on industrial scale to boom and blossom. In addition to their menace, some Northern politicians were alleged to have, in 2015, brought into the country some foreign Fulanis who exponentially increased insecurity in Nigeria. The article captured as above and published 20 December 2022 read as follows with slight additions here and there. There were a few people who foresaw what we are going through today in Nigeria with regard to insecurity, especially in Northern Nigeria, where in the last 3 weeks, 300 persons, mostly school children, were kidnapped. One such person was Chief Bafemi Awolowo, who severely warned that by denying Western education to a large proportion of their people, the North was sowing the wind and was certain to reap the whirlwind. But The peasant, as he always was, not even Awolowo could have foreseen the present level of hindrance, insecurity. Below is Professor Adebayo Williams on Awo's capacity for such clairvoyance. He wrote in the Titan and the Titanic, Awolowo in the True History. This is a man we thought we bid a final goodbye 17 years ago. If it is so, it must be the longest goodbye in history. For at every tragic turn, at every murder, be it at the level of the structural deferment of the unfortunate nation, is suffocating and sniffing unitarianism, it is economic eminence, its educational collapse, its spiritual bankruptcy, its corrupt and thieving political class, budgeting 193 million as cost of a single borehole in 2024, and his gradual descent into the abname of ungovernability. We are comforted by the figure of the man with the armed classes, and until we come to terms with many of his ideas, either by transcending them through superior political engineering or walking through them through a more rigorous intellectual engagement, the person hides behind the lens will continue to haunt us, reminding us of how inadequacies as intellectuals, as philosophers, as politicians, and as a nation. The Zamfara situation has gotten out of control. The security architecture we have in the country cannot deal with the crisis. It is going to be with us for some time to come. Take, for instance, the police. Let us say we have about 370,000 policemen. How can they effectively cover the 774 local government areas and tackle the different security challenges in the country? We are certainly under policed. The police cannot deal with the situation. They can only do their best, but they cannot deal with the situation. Everywhere you go in the country, there is one form of crisis or the other. So the police are overstretched. Some goes for the army. They have also been overstretched. We need to expound the armed forces and the police. Okay. The above tells the story of how the North socialized insecurity in Nigeria and turned the country into a no man's land, where killers roam anyhow, raping, kidnapping, and killing at will. As a result, Nigeria is now comparable only to the likes of Yemen, Afghanistan, and Libya, where there is no head of state. Being in your house or in your rice farm, in school or the Abuja, Kaduna, anywhere in Birini, Gwari, or on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway no longer guarantee your safety, even your life. As things stand in our country today, it is everybody for himself and God for us all. It is hoped that everybody or agency concerned with security in Nigeria, the fields in particular, we have some takeaway from the article and go on to do the needful, such as creating state police and substantially increasing the number of our armed forces personnel for beyond what we presently have. This is the writer's opinion. So guys, what's your take on this? Let's hear from you. Thank you for stopping by.